Good morning! How's everybody doing? So, we're doing YouTube today. Let me just make sure this is in focus. Are we in focus? I'm gonna double check. I'm so busy trying to set up the YouTube stream that I'm like, look at those crystal clear eyes. Right about there. So how's everybody doing over here on YouTube? I've been streaming to Twitch several times a week. The link over to Twitch is... I'll put it in the chat here. That's where I stream on Twitch. You guys should follow that if you care. So there we go. Whoops. Yeah, Twitch has got fewer views, but I prefer Twitch just for the platform and all that sort of thing. Plus, it's totally different than the one I'm doing here on Tech Syndicate. Tech Syndicate, you know, this has always been technology and stuff, but I'm more of a creative and less of a tech person, even though I feel like tech is a necessary thing to know if you're really going to get in-depth with a lot of this stuff. So, on YouTube, I want to try to keep the politics to a minimum, because I don't think that the crowd is the same, and we're going to have a lot more bickering if we get into politics. Now, I don't consider arguments over science political, like, you know, that kind of stuff. Medieval game? This is actually a far future game where the world has been destroyed. Let me just take off this layer right here. The world has been destroyed, but it's so far in the future that now we're on the third iteration of man. So yeah. But if you guys have any questions about the game, let me know. I'll show you what we got so far real quick, just by flying around a little bit. Trump supporter. Zoltan. Get out of here. So yeah, if anybody brings up like stuff that's scientific, like, well, we can argue that, but we're not going to argue politics on this channel. We'll save the politics for Twitch. Justin is actually working at a different job right now. You need the new album? Let me get some... I may actually have some album keys real quick. What's it called? Where did I save it? I'll throw a few free copies of the album in here right now, so I can divvy some of those out. Just give me a second. I'll grab some serial numbers from the newest album. You guys ready to get some free stuff? We're giving away free stuff already to the people who came early. If Excel would open with the damn serial numbers. There we go. Alright, I'm going to throw a bunch of serial numbers into the chat. Alright, each one of these is separated by a fucking... No, it's not. Oh god, YouTube doesn't separate things by space. Let me see if I can format this text properly. I'm going to have to copy each one of these by hand because YouTube doesn't separate these things by space bar, or by space. That's annoying. Alright. So if you go to... You didn't miss much, Tony. Just me saying keep the political commentary to a minimum on YouTube, but not on Twitch. But I'm going to give away some copies of Zweihander. Alright, so first off, my latest album is... God, I'm not used to this YouTube window thing. My latest album is here. Serious Business is probably not going to come back. Probably not. I was losing money every time I did it, even though it was a lot of fun. Alright. On the bottom right-hand corner of that screen, you'll see a little spot where it says Redeem Code. Here's some codes, guys. Just grab a few of these. I'm going to spam my own chat, so I'll put a few more in there. Alright, there you go. Announce when you... Logan's Inbox might come back, so the plan is that at the end of the year, I'm actually cutting myself off. I'm not going to be doing any more technology reviews. So at the end of the year, that's the cutoff. No more tech reviews. I'll still do some content, like I'll do content here that I can make, like tutorials and stuff. If I build a new computer myself, I'll show the build and stuff like that. But I'm not going to do like, hey everybody, look at this brand new keyboard and here's the features. That's other people do that way better than I do. I don't enjoy it. It's a lot of my time, and I don't really like doing that kind of stuff. I'll lose a lot of money because, you know, you make money on ads and make money on sponsorships and stuff like that. But I'm going to be focused purely on what you guys are looking at on the screen here, creative stuff, music, and the game project. And then I'll do, you know, videos on the side, but they'll be shorter, more like vlog style videos or tutorials or topical videos. Like right now I could probably make a video talking about the whole entire sexual harassment thing that's happening, and that's the reason we're not on Twitch today. We're doing a Twitch blackout because Twitch is not responding to a lot of the sexual harassment allegations that are coming forward. So, you know, people are like taking a break from Twitch for a day. So there's a follow. There's a way to follow. Someone followed me on. So thanks for following me on Twitch. So anyway, I'll be back on Twitch in the next couple of days, but I'm streaming 3 or 4 times a week right now as I work on this stuff. So smoke machine reviews. We could talk about doing some smoke machine reviews. So how's everybody doing? Let's talk a little bit more before I get down into it. Hey, Jill Doll, thanks for the follow over on Twitch. But you guys can go ahead and follow over on Twitch. It's Midnight Dojo again. But yeah, let me know how everybody's doing. Yeah, that last... You thrashing that track last night? Let's put on some... Actually, this music's pretty good. So I've been listening to a lot of the old retro game music just so it doesn't get copyright strikes. What's up, Maskill? I haven't seen you in a while. How's things on the East Coast? The neighbors, depends on what kind of taste the neighbors have. Do they have good taste in music or not? Yeah, 2020 is, you know what? 2020 sucks. What's Justin doing these days? I don't know if it's my place to say exactly what he's doing, but he's working at local nerdy store, doing nerdy things, doing mostly management type stuff, you know. So, well, if you miss me, I'm over on Twitch all the time at Midnight Dojo. So just twitch.com/Midnight Dojo, all one word. So the thing about 2020 that I'm looking forward to at the end of this, once it's all over, we're gonna have some really cool artwork, and I mean artwork as in like cool music. We're gonna have some really interesting movies. There's gonna be some dark shit that comes out of this year, right? We've had, like, you can't just make another V for Vendetta anymore because it's gonna seem watered down, you know what I mean? Like, older post-apocalyptic movies are gonna have to get darker and more ridiculous, and I'm gonna be here for it. I mean, everything sucks right now, but whenever there's a lot of turmoil and a lot of pain, some good art usually comes out of that. So that's the silver lining, I think, and it's not to minimize any of the suffering that anybody's going through right now, because a lot of people are going through some really heavy stuff, you know. I got all kinds of stuff going on in the world. You know, you've been on the news, you've been on Facebook. I've developed a no tolerance policy for people who are anti-science. That's kind of the main thing I've done, you know. If someone shows up and they're just like, you know what, my opinion is more important than science, and somehow in America we have this sort of stance that Isaac Asimov was saying, you know, like people started feeling like their ignorance was just as good as the science from actual scientists, but it's not. And their ignorance is not just as good, but there's that whole feel in America where people are like, no, my ignorant opinion is just as good as your science. And that's not a political thing. You see it on both sides where people are just like yelling and screaming about their opinions and like all that sort of thing. So yeah, I've developed a very low tolerance for people who are like, here's a bunch of scientific data, and they're like, nah, doesn't feel good. I don't like it. I don't believe it. It's fake. So I think the big Rona is a little rough here in Portland, but it's not terrible. We didn't have too many cases for a while, but it hasn't been as big of a spike from the protests as I thought. But so how do you get rights to add Zweihander music to any YouTube videos that you upload? Like this. I have given you rights unless you are a corporation making millions of dollars. If you're an individual making a small amount of money on YouTube, then that's totally fine. I went in and specifically removed all of the content copyright bullshit from YouTube and everything else. So when you put Zweihander on YouTube, or you listen to it in the background on Twitch, you're not going to have any problems. It should just work. The company that I'm using to do the distribution, they kind of automatically did that on one of my releases, and stuff started getting copyright strikes and stuff, and I was like freaked out. I called them and I was like, what the hell? Do not do this. Everyone should be able to stream this as much as they want. So we got one code. Which code did you grab? Be sure to tell everyone what code. But I think one of the best ways for artists to get discovered is by people playing them in the background while they're streaming and stuff, because you're not going to come here, right, and listen to this music, the music that we're listening to in the background right now. Like, you're not going to come here and be like, ooh, that yees, I like this song. You're going to go and you're going to find where you can obtain it legally, and if that's not available, then you're probably going to torrent it. But you're going to look for it legally first. I know how the audience works. I know how everybody works. People want to do things through legal channels if it's available. Thanks, Smudge. I'll take a beer. I haven't had a beer in 3 months, but I'll take one. It's not any reason. I just haven't. But, yeah. Master Killer, you're getting ready for your next build? Tell us about it. Doom Slayer shirts. So we got some new stuff in the store. I'll show you real quick. Then I'm going to get back into the building the level. I haven't talked to you guys on YouTube in such a long time that it's kind of cool to catch up, because we've got a certain audience over on Twitch that's a little smaller, but it's that intimate, small feel where you can just kind of chill and converse, and that's about it. Let me turn the music down a little bit. But anyway, like I was to finish my thought there on the music, it's not destroying the market of the original material to play this music, or to play my music, or to play someone else's music. Even if you're playing like some pop culture nonsense, that's like Britney Spears or whatever the new thing is. I don't know. I don't listen to anything on pop radio. But like, I'll get to that 1 second, Master Killer. We'll talk about AMD versus Intel. But you're not going to come back here and listen to that music on the stream. You're going to go and buy it. So I want everyone to share the music. And hell, I don't even care if people torrent the stuff, as long as it gets out there. The more people know about it, the better. All right, so Master Killer is torn between Intel and AMD. Meat Popsicle 83, thank you for the follow over on Twitch. We're going to see notifications from Twitch as this goes on. Again, it's Midnight Dojo over on Twitch. So, Master Killer, are you going to be doing primarily gaming stuff, or are you going to be doing non-gaming stuff? Because if you're just doing gaming, sometimes the i9 can be really, really fast. So if your only concern is gaming, i9. If your only concern is multi-threaded performance, then get an AMD. And if you're on a budget, and you want to do gaming, put most of your money into the GPU, and then make the CPU your second focus. That's pretty much the rules. All right, let me show you a couple of new things we got in the store real quick. We got to open up. So to honor the anniversary of Deus Ex, which was, I believe, day before yesterday, right? Let's see if I can bring this up if it works. Gotta go here. All right, there we go. If you play Deus Ex, you know who this guy is, right? But if not, then whatever. Then if not, then you don't know. But yeah, I'm proud of these. I mainly just made it because I want to order one myself, right? So this is over on epicpants.com. Got a couple more new things. If you're a big fan of Dusk, we worked together with New Blood, Dave over there, and we created these shirts. A really awesome artist who I believe I have linked over here. I don't know if I linked him on this one or not. So all kinds of cool stuff over here, but if you haven't been on Epic Pants in a while, I've noticed something interesting. Even though the audience on Twitch is a little smaller, the Epic Pants has been doing really, really well since I started streaming on Twitch, like better than it was on YouTube, so like a lot better. Am I coming to Linux's convention in Vancouver next year? I don't see any reason why I would. I would rather go to like a bunch of LAN parties and stuff. Seeing as how I'm like kind of trying to step away from just hardware focused stuff and more into entertainment and gaming. actually gaming and editing along with AutoCAD, then you're probably going to want to, if you have a budget for it, the R9 39, or the R9, the Ryzen 3900X would be probably the sweet spot, I think, right now for budgets. But 3800X or the new XT would be pretty cool if you want to grab one of the XTs. But if you're doing anything that's like AutoCAD and stuff like that, I would probably go AMD, you know, unless you're really, really worried about those extra few FPS for an i9 for games. Flavio, cheers to that. Cheers to that, then. All that RTX, yeah. All right, anyway, so if you're just joining us, I've been working with Christian Ninjas at Noon. He's in here, I think, somewhere in the chat. Maybe he's in here. But we've been working on... I've already listened to this. How about some Castlevania? There we go. Castlevania. So I've been working with Christian, and a few other people have contributed to this, but we've switched up from some of the ideas of the past. We were going to do a side-scroller game. PAX Indie Booth, it depends on how much we get done. That would be cool. If we get enough done, yeah, Nathaniel, we might actually do that. So anyway, we decided to go full 3D. And my real master plan after all this is over, I feel like Bethesda's going to start dropping the ball even more with Elder Scrolls 6 and stuff, and we need something that's quirky and silly, but also, you know, dark and weird. I think the characters in Morrowind and Oblivion were the height of the series. Just so much ridiculous character dripping with character. This lighting is not final. It's just what I'm using for the editor so I can move around very easily. Got our underwater speculars and stuff going right here. I need to give those an angle, but you know, it looks cool. So I'll show you around real quick and then I'll start. I'm working on this forest today, this redwood forest. So the game that we're going to do is just going to be this town and this immediate area right here. That's all. I'm just going to fill all this in, and it's going to be a very short, small game that's going to be very cheap. Just to show people, hey, we can write dialogue and create funny characters and stuff like that, you know? Here's the city. The game world is obviously much bigger than this, but we're only, for the game, we're just going to make a very short, small thing. Town square right here. Kind of cool. Let me turn down my camera, it's moving so fast. Got some, like, medieval alleyways, and I'm going to show you in just a second the retro mode, which I think is going to be the default mode in the game. So here's our cool alleyways and stuff. So I had a lot of fun putting all this together. Upgrade your home network to 10 gig. Ooh. I mean, yeah, I don't see why you couldn't run your GOG library off of a NAS. It would probably be just as fast as an internal hard drive, or faster. So we've been working on this on and off for a number of months, but in very different iterations. We've had side-scrollers going, we've had all kinds of different ideas going. We've even had a multiplayer combat game, and all those are still there, but we realized that with the Unreal Engine, it's actually just easier to make a 3D game. It's literally easier to make a 3D game than it is to, like, try to create, you know, side-scroller stuff. Yeah, so we need statues. One thing I don't have right now is someone just cranking out, like, really cool 3D meshes. I don't have that, so a lot of these assets are store assets. We've got a few assets that are made by some people, but for the most part, these are either store assets, and some of the materials I've made myself, some of those stone materials and stuff. Not all of them, but I mean, not that many of them, but you know. This is part of the town. Got this pretty castle wall here. I like to be mixing all this stuff. So this is just the part of the game you'll get to play in. But yeah, we got to do a lot of dialogue and stuff too. Gotta love all those fires. Love fire. And then right now I'm working on this maze down here. Kind of, not really a maze, but you know, just like a forest area with some stuff cut into it. So I've basically dug out all this area, and I've got to go through here and put in rock walls and stuff. And then when I'm done, it'll have this really cool look like this, you know, like all these rock walls and stuff, instead of just weird. Open world slasher war battles? No, it was just a 2D arena combat game with a lot of swords. So that's that, but I'll show you the rest of the world, even though it's not going to be in the game, but we have more to the world. It's a big map. You know, I got all kinds of things in this big map right here, but I'm going to block it off just so we can get something released quickly. Have to get some people doing voice acting and stuff. Oblivion 2, exactly, yeah. Working on Oblivion 2. Where'd my trees go? I had a forest right here. Where did it go? Someone moved my forest? Christian, are you here? Where's my forest? I had a huge forest here. And it's just gone? That's weird. Yeah, seriously, this entire area was a beautiful forest with like some autumn colors and everything, but it's gone. I hope Christian's watching so I can be like, hey dude, where's my forest? He just did some updates. Maybe it disappeared somehow? He burned down the forest, I knew it. And there was a huge forest over here too. Alright, so all my forests are gone. This was a huge pine forest. Where did my forests go? There's a huge pine forest here. Maybe it's like hidden or something? This entire area was a giant pine forest. And over on this side of the hill, we had like a deciduous forest. We had like it's actually a broadleaf forest. Did you move it into did you move the foliage into layers? Let's see. No, my procedural is, so my procedural, yes, my procedural volume is, yeah, it's there, yeah, it looks like it's here. So I created one, but now they're all pine trees. Okay, no, this is correct. Okay, I recreated a forest, but now all the trees are in the wrong spot now. Yeah, I knew about Case Labs. That's really sad. Well, if I do the if I do resimulate, it's gonna put trees all. Damn it! I delicately moved so many of these trees around. Like I came in here, like I spent like hours coming in here and being like, that tree's in the wrong spot. Let's move it. Yeah, I was pretty sad about Case Labs. I wanted one of their new cases for my next build, but oh well. Damn it! I had this thing so set up with trees. Anyway, it's a forest now, but should I roll back, huh? Huh. So if I roll, okay, so if I roll back, Christian, how far am I going to need to roll back? And I can't really build anything until I roll back, right? Oh, that's really bad. And I'm not sure. I haven't actually come over here and looked in a very long time. Yeah, I got dual monitor. Which core staircase are you looking at? Mass Killer. Yeah, I got dual monitor, but someone definitely had to trim my bushes. I mean, that's not really that important because that's not even going to be in the first game, but still, that's yeah, I don't know how long it's been gone because I literally have done like 4 or 5 streams where I've just been working over here. And I haven't even gone over there to look at anything. So I'll recreate the forests. That makes me very sad. I'm very sad now, everybody. I need some sad music for this. Where's my sad music? Oh yes. Journey to Silius is very sad music. There we go. Sad music. Because the forests are gone. How do they just disappear? That's weird. Like every forest in the whole game just disappeared. Sim Racer Flight Sim 1000. How do you do? Alright, let me slow this camera down. I'm going to come in here. So, for some of you who are not into game dev, this is probably going to be a little boring. You don't have to stick around, but hi, how's it going? But I just have to come in here and create these walls here, because this is what it looks like when you just make the wall in the terrain, so I'm going to cover it up with meshes. He's got lots of meshes, eh? So that's what we're going to be doing right now. And let me know if the music is too loud or not loud enough. I can always... It'll turn both directions, depending on how you like it. Slow down, camera. Let's use this one. Yeah, I wonder who was the Twitch crew, because everybody's got different names on here. I think Protestant was here earlier. What's the game about? The game is about 2.5 hours long. No, I'm joking. I don't. I'm not going to give away too much of the plot, but just, you know, ridiculous. Actually, I'll give away this. It's gonna have some magic, but it's gonna be lower magic than a lot of games like this, the medieval type stuff. And it's kind of the age-old, the church versus the evil magic users, you know, because the church has this thing where they're like, only we are allowed to use magic. And all magic comes from our god, and if you use magic, then you're evil, and you must be put to death. So there's that little angle, you know, the church controls a lot of the politics and stuff. So if you're caught using magic, you know, all the guards and stuff work for the church, because the church basically owns the government, or owns like the political structures. So we're not targeting any certain religion or anything like that. It's just a good age-old story of people being like, no, you must worship our god or else. And if you use magic and you're not one of our ordained, you know, priests or battle mages, then you're in trouble. So that's like a basis for the world, but that's not gonna. There's gonna be so many little side quests and fun little quirky things to do. Been writing a lot. Yeah, it's a medieval style RPG. We've got like some movement and some sword combat and all that stuff ready. We need to get some monsters going. Let me check this out. I'm not on Twitch now. No, I'm only on YouTube right now. But so today's the Twitch blackout to support all the people who are victims of sexual harassment and stuff on Twitch. Because Twitch says that they're serious about it, but there's been so many reports with proof, and Twitch doesn't seem to be doing enough. So everyone's having a blackout to let them know how much they care. That's Unreal Engine, yeah. I like Unreal Engine quite a bit better, personally. Alright, let me get some more clips here. One of the nice things about doing this kind of stuff. Well, yeah, it's been a little difficult because I've got a lot of female friends in the industry. I don't know why, but I get along with girls pretty well. And it's been really difficult the last few days just seeing like every single person that I know or I'm friends with almost is posting like has been posting a thing online being like, here's my harassment story. Here's the time a guy broke into my hotel room. Here's the time I went to TwitchCon and got harassed by this streamer. So it's just like a lot of big streamers. And of course there's apologists and stuff. So the game already has a Steam page, but it's just for the developers. No one else can see it. But yeah, it should be available on GOG if we can get it on there. I don't know anybody at GOG, but I'll do everything I can to get it on GOG. Because GOG's my favorite platform. Let's see here. I need more of a curved cliff face. How big's my dev team? Right now it's just 2 people. And we have a little bit of help from some people working on some character models and stuff, but I wouldn't count them as like, you know, anything else. Yeah, GOG does suck on Linux. I wish they would make a decent launcher, but at least you can get it to work. Well, it works in Wine, but at least you can get a lot of the games on GOG without using the platform and just play them on Linux through the Linux versions. But yeah. So, I mean, I've talked to some other developers, and they, like, a lot of people prefer GOG, but the thing is that they make so much money through Steam. Even though Steam takes a bigger cut, it's like such a bigger audience that it's like we have to do Steam. Everyone has to do Steam. And then actually the best platform for a developer, and I'm ready for a shit show. I'm ready for everybody to get mad in the comments, but the best platform for a developer is the Unreal Engine, or the Unreal Market. Epic Game Store, whatever you want to call it, the Epic Game Store, yeah. That is the best place for a developer. They are so good to developers. They only take a small cut, like 8 to 10%. If you're using the Unreal Engine, they don't take a cut of that like they do on other stores. They incentivize you in many different ways, so they really, really, really try to support developers. Unlike Steam is not supportive of developers, other than the fact they've got a really cool Steamworks suite of programs. Steam is probably better than GOG for developers, because Steam has the Steamworks suite, which is really, really useful. Plus, you can get on Steam without it's not a curated store, so you can get on Steam just by paying a couple $100 to get your Steam page and all that stuff. So Steam is easier to use than GOG. I don't know how GOG works, but the cut is about the same. They both take about 30% from what I've found out. So, but whether you like the Epic Store or not, the Epic Game Store, they are by far the best to developers. And they just started a new thing. If you're using the Unreal Engine, they're saying, hey, if you're an indie dev, the first $1 million that you make are royalty free. So that'll give you a little bit of overhead to pay your bills, pay your employees, and start working on expansions or your next game. So that's, I don't know, they're doing some anti-competitive stuff when it comes to just individuals and the consumers, while at the same time bending over backwards to take care of developers. It's a weird thing they're doing. They're trying to force Steam and everything else to be different, but I don't think Steam cares that much. Do I ever think Steam will have a good OS for gaming? I think it's all going to depend on whether or not more games just support Linux, and if I think GOG on Linux would be a huge step in the right direction, but I don't know. I really don't know. Maybe. It's not that difficult to. I mean, it is difficult, but you know, we've had versions of this game running on Linux Mint, just using Vulkan and all that stuff. I don't know. So I'm going to try to just cover up this little side piece right here. And I've got my own materials that I worked on, so let me just grab the correct materials. I mean, Linux is really nice and fast. I would prefer using Linux, but it just doesn't have the support, you know? Not enough games on it. I was trying to play some Doom Eternal on Linux the other day. I didn't realize Doom Eternal wasn't on Linux yet. I don't know why, because it's like Doom 2016 has great Linux support, and it's Vulkan, and it's like, why are you not on Linux? What's the hold up here? What's the problem? Tim hates Linux. What does he say about it? I haven't seen. What other ones do I have here? Gotta get all these meshes. Let's try this one. I mean, just him not supporting it. I'm not sure if does that mean that he hates it, or does that mean that he's just focused on wherever the audience is right now, which is not Linux, unfortunately. All right, let's see. That doesn't look too bad. It looks ridiculous, but it doesn't look too bad. Let's give it a. Trying to just fit these on here to make them look more natural. It doesn't look too bad. So. I haven't used Lutris, so. I mean, if you got a beastly system, performance loss is okay, right? I forgot how much I like this this album. It's one of the best NES soundtracks, I believe. Made by the same composer. It's the same composer who did Master Blaster. Good old Master Blaster. Journey to Silius. A little more trivia. Journey to Silius was originally going to be a Terminator game. Oh, I just killed a spider. Hello, Mr. Spider. Just reach out and slap somebody. Gotcha. Yeah, so this game was going to be a Terminator game, but Hudson Soft lost the license for Terminator right at the last minute, so it's not a Terminator game. Well, I'm probably going to be run to the bathroom a few times because of this. By the way, these new cups, I think, are a very good for today's world. Make a lot of sense. Any thoughts on the Mac moving from x86 to ARM? I mean, they'll probably get really good updates and be secure, but I just don't care about Apple so hard. I do not care about Apple products so much. Yeah, I'm having a little mint tea today. I already had my coffee. Minty mint tea. I ran out of my loose leaf, so I'm now using tea bags. I'm teabagging myself over here, fellas. But hey, you can do whatever you want if you're into it. So how do you guys feel about Mac moving over to their own silicon? No judgments here. All right, I love being able to reuse the same rock meshes over and over again, and no one will know. So if you're ever playing a lot of AAA games, you'll notice that like some environments have a lot of variety, but if you start looking really closely, you'll start noticing that there are a lot of assets that are reused, like this, for instance. I'm going to put that there. Now I'm going to grab this thing and move it over. I mean, I think Intel is like probably... Intel's not doing so hot. I mean, AMD is just like... just showed up and grabbed the sandwich out of their hand and was like, it's delicious. Your lunch is delicious. So AMD's been eating their lunch, and now Apple's dropping them. I wonder what Intel, like, some of their board meetings are like right now. But it's just about 10 guys in suits sitting around a table like this, just going, God, Jesus, why? That's the Intel boardroom meetings right now. I've been to them. They're right here in Portland. Actually, they're out in Hillsborough, but they're pretty close to Portland. I'm pretty sure that's what's happening. Yeah, like whoever's the top executive just shows up to go, God damn it, fuck, God, Jesus, fuck. While the other ones just sit there around the table going, Yeah, I don't like how locked down Macs are either. But that's one thing that's going to make them pretty secure, so. I'm sure you can probably argue that Tails or Kali is probably a better way to go for security, but you know. I don't want that to be touching there. I want to be able to see that pillar. So let's... Oh god. Ow, it's hot! It's so hot. I mean, x86 is such an old architecture. It's crazy that we're still on the same architecture since like the 80s. Just super old architecture. But we can't move because we need compatibility. Must have compatibility. Alright, so I'm just going to keep on doing this. Got to get this wall. Where is that piece that I want to reuse? Let's reuse this piece. Apple will destroy ARM. I don't know about that. I just don't know. Let's see here. How about this piece here? So I grab this. This is a Quixel Megascan. This piece here. It's a pretty nice little Quixel Megascan, but it came with its own material. I'm gonna put it right here against this wall. Make sure it's touching. Give it a little lean. Maybe scoot it in a little bit more. There going to cover this in my material. There we go. This rock is can go in a little bit. There we go. There. It's right up here on the edge. There we go. The next line of processors dropping this year. I mean, you're talking about the AMD stuff. The new XT parts look pretty good. It depends on what your budget is. So do we have a modeler on our team? No, we don't really have a modeler on the team right now, which is one thing that we need probably more than anything. So having to use store assets is one thing, but we need like our hero pieces, you know, like our statues and stuff like that. How did this move? I didn't give you permission to move. Who's been here? Just keep waiting, yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, I hate boss music. One thing I've always thought was older games had lame boss music. Let's see what else I've got here to put on. You know what? It's always a good time to listen to Deus Ex. Because, you know, the 20th anniversary was like a day ago or something. No dragons. At least, well, there's going to be at least 1 or 2 dragons, but they're, you know, these are redwood trees, so. So, yep, they're huge. It's auto-saving right now, so I thought I turned off autosave, but it got me. I like that piece right there. I want to drink tea, but it's too hot. New X570 motherboard. So I've got an MSI. I forgot which one it was. The gaming. Oh, I forget which one it was. It doesn't crash really that much. My Asus. I've got an Asus X570. That one's solid. I've got a ASRock Phantom Gaming X570, and that one is one of my favorites when it comes to features. But the actual board temperature itself gets hotter than the other ones, just a tiny bit. So the X570, this AMD platform is really mature. Alright, I'm going to bring up the fog real quick and just see how it looks with the fog. Because that's how we're going to be playing it when it comes time to play it. A little bit more fog. Let's go a little bit more. Whoa! We found the limit of the fog here. Alright, that's good. Got our fog in here now. I want a tiny bit more. Why are we not getting fog right up in front of us? Fog density. There we go. Fog in here. Does YouTube even have a kappa? We are definitely going to have a horde of transvestite Vikings. That's a must. Just because I want everyone to always be able to wear body harnesses because they're cool. You know, back in the 90s, back in the 90s when like it was okay to wear a bondage harness as like your outfit if you're a bad guy. You know, like fuck it, I'm just gonna wear some bondage gear and walk around town with a gun. You know, because it's the 90s. Like. Now that's like all of a sudden that outfit is now political, you know. Oh, that's the face of Kappa, huh? Well, Kappa's not allowed on over on our Twitch page. All right, just wanted to see what it looks like with that fog. Now I'm gonna take it back off a little bit. Looks pretty good. just gotta keep plowing away. I'm gonna keep reusing these assets because I don't care. No one can stop me. Let's switch sides. No one will even know. No one will ever know that I've done this. Alright, you come over here. There we go. And you go over here. No one will ever know that we've just switched around the sides, except for all the people watching. Which are how many people's watching? 86 viewers. So 86 people will know what I've done with my life. There we go. Just sneaky. So sneaky. Sweet. Well, glad you came to hang out. How you doing? Oh yeah, the chat doesn't work in here. Or does it? Oh, it does work. That's weird. What demonry is this? I never even realized that the chat's working. So sure. I don't remember ever setting that up, but it's working. The Chrome Industries bag will last forever. Like, that thing is awesome. I still use mine like all the time too. The thing about like the backpack, I have one small box of those backpacks left. And I think I sold my last Chrome Industries hoodie. I have one small left, but I sold like the last large. But hey, Daniel, so you're just Dur. I'm never gonna remember all these things. Let's just keep on keeping on. There we go. And there. I move a little slow when I'm streaming and making the game, but you know, it's whatever. Tuck it in a little bit. Swivel around, you beast. This game does not have a name that I'm going to share yet or anything like that. Nothing yet. I don't want anyone to get excited. Yet. You may not be excited yet. That's the rules. This is, just an RPG, medieval RPG. Yeah. Am I using a filter? Am I extremely pale? Well, I'm a vampire, obviously. I'm using a black and white filter. I'm this pale, and I sing in the moonlight all night, every day. So the project name was going to be Zweihander, but there's an RPG that came out not too long ago, a tabletop RPG. That took the name Zweihander, and I thought it had some pretty good ideas, but I read through the tabletop manual, and it's very complex to the point of almost convolution. So don't know if I want to. I'd have to like contact them and see if it's even cool to be associated. So probably not going to be Zweihander. But I should get the low poly filter. Speaking of low poly filters, let me turn on my retro filter. All right. So there we go. This is our retro filter. So if you want to play in retro mode, we've got retro mode. This could be Iron Hander, but Iron Hander is already a game. It was an NES bullet hell game. No, there's not really anywhere you can go to learn more, but if you want to, let me just put a link in here. If you just follow me on Twitch, I'm streaming this 2 or 3 times a week now. So, but this is the pixel process. This might be the default version. I just want to know what you guys think of this pixel process. No hander. If the box art will be a skeleton going. Was that what it means? Hey, Silky Noah, thanks very much for the follow. So what does everybody think of the pixel shader? Let's show you what it looks like over here in the city. Taichi motherboard, that's expensive. King of the Hill shooter in an open world. So like a version of Redneck Rampage, but in an open world. Yeah, I think I prefer it with the filter too. Cold cuts and guts. Sure, it sounds good to me. Thanks for the follow over there on Twitch. Alright, let's go and... I guess I'll keep the filter on for just a little bit since everybody likes it. I think it looks really good in these alleyways and stuff. 3 Angry Pandas. Thank you very much for following over on Twitch. Again, over there 3-4 times a week. This game is about the religious institute here in town. They have outlawed magic unless you are one of their battle mages. So I haven't finished that. That's going to be up here, you know. This is part of the cathedral. The interior, I don't have the exterior modeled yet, so just started building some of the interior of the cathedral. That's what we've got, interior. Anyway, so what's going to happen? It's like the church is going to have magic using outlawed, and then of course there's going to be underground like hedge mages and groups of witches and stuff who live out here in the woods who are trying to hide from the church, of course, because they're being put to death by, you know, anyone who uses magic outside of the church is a heretic. So that's kind of the setting for the game world, but otherwise there's going to be just like some open world type stuff. That's what it'll be. Alright, I need another piece. This one's not good enough. I don't care for it. Let's take this piece. Nope. This piece.
Hank Hill Diablo. Damn it, Bobby. Give me my cutlass. Give me that +2 ring of might, please, Bobby. I swear to God. Do I look like I know what an enchanted amulet is? Do I look like I know what an amulet is?
Ah, yes. This is the piece I want.
Bobby, give me any uniques you find. Bobby, god dang it, I'm your father. You will give me all them uniques. Oh, God.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, King of the Hill, I mean, a lot of Mike Judd stuff is like, when it first came out, you're like, hey, this is funny. Like, you know, Idiocracy and stuff, you're like, this is a comedy. And you're like, oh shit, it's not a comedy. This is not a comedy. So, yeah.
A whole moon covered in propane.
Good old Deus Ex music. Alright, I'm gonna find some more cliff pieces here that'll fit this kind of curve. Let's see what this one is. Curve in the wrong direction. How about this one? Utilizing cannabis or even an aloe plant consider magic? You know, I haven't actually considered what alchemy would be. But I think if you can enchant something with alchemy, then they would probably consider that. I'm kind of trying to make them like, you know, the fascists of the magic world. They're magic fascists, essentially. And not like in a special, like, we're magic fascists kind of way. No. We're fascists about magic. So yeah, this will be a good corner piece right here. Wow. Hey, I should put like a little thing in the description saying what kind of game this is. It's just like, okay, how about just like Oblivion with extra ridiculous jank, but a very, very small game. Like, it'll probably only take you a handful of hours to beat it. Delicious. Atomic Kyle, how you doing, by the way? I don't even know how to do things, and I guess I could just put it in the regular description. What it is, I didn't even think about that. Yeah, you gotta have jank. I feel like a lot of modern AAA games are putting too many band-aids and trying to cover up a lot of the jank. And it's like the jank is what makes the game really memorable in 20 years, you know? Like, you're gonna look back and be like, remember that time I slapped a guy with a frying pan and he flew through the wall and caught on fire because he landed on a fire, and then he set 3 horses on fire, but they weren't programmed to do anything, so they just stood there while they were on fire. And then a giant showed up and slapped the horse, and the horse shot to the moon. Like, that's what makes a game good. I'm doing pretty good. Lights, camera, Jake. There we go. Okay. I've got to bring that terrain down right there. Never happened. Or, you know, like in Skyrim when you're standing on the back of a dragon on your horse and the dragon's flying around and you're like balancing on the back of the dragon. If they would have removed all that kind of stuff from the game, like, it would be lame. Why would you remove all that wholesome, beautiful jank? Just waiting on this terrain brush to wake up. Wake up, terrain brush. There we go, smoothing out the terrain right here. I gotta get down to the song for a minute. It's my favorite song on the album. Okay, let's smooth that enough, I think. I guess you could be an iconoclast if you wanted to be. I mean, I don't see why not. Just how you play the game, I guess. How far is that sticking out over here? Not too bad. As long as there's collision, it'll be alright. There. There we go. Carrot is just like making all noises and stuff. Yep. Hey, those are features. That's a demon-possessed carrot. You know, that's the way of it. Oh yes. All this tea is gonna make me run to the bathroom, I'm sure, but that's all right. I always make sure to stream near the bathroom. What's GMTK? Is it Game Maker's Toolkit? What is that? Nah, not much. I'm just smacking some of these meshes around the edges right here. Tucking them in, you know. There we go. I need a rock now.
Chicks and beach and barbecue.
That actually sounds really boring to me. I'm not a beach person at all. I get so bored at events like that. The game jam in 16 days. Where's that going to be? I don't know much about it. A flaming laser sword is what it'll need to be. That I can do that. That's not a bad idea. We'll just create a demon with some horns, like a goofy looking thing. Which rock do I want? There's a rock I'm looking for. I guess I'll just steal this rock again. Where's that rock? I'm filling in the blanks with this rock. Where is it? Favorite cheese? Oh, Cheez-It flavor? I haven't had Cheez-Its in such a long time. I tell you my favorite cheese, which is white cheddar cheese that's been aged for a minimum of about 2 years. Jean Christ Smaville. There's no such person. No such person. Let's just grab it. There we go. There we go. And one of these, yeah. Just tucking this in to hide some ugly seams. I gotta put this material on there. turn, would you? Is there anything sticking out? Gotta come forward a little bit. That's good enough. Oh, Jesus. The camera decided it wanted to do its own thing. Is the T4040p the laptop? The wallpaper on the computer looks so good. The laptop where? Is there a watermark right over my face when you guys are watching this, or how does that work? Because I know Steam puts their watermark in the bottom right corner, but I'm not watching myself right now. Oh, thanks very much, RIC Rend. Oh, cool. All right, good. Well, thanks for following on Twitch, Masskill. Masskilla! It'd be good to see you on there if you swing by or whatever. Gotta smooth this out a little bit. There we go. Good night, Masskilla. Thanks for swinging by. And I'll see you on Twitch in a few days, hopefully. Yeah, I still use that T440p like all the time. Almost every day, you know. Just smoothing out this wall right here. Yes. Now keep like reaching over to the chat and pressing the up button, hoping it'll put the same thing. Don't forget to save my game. Thanks very much. Did you just like donate money? Is that how that works? You guys don't have to donate money. Thank you very much. So, cheers for that, Trill. Thank you very much. I have no idea how Super Chat works or anything like that. So cheers to that. I'll drink to that. Yep. Just save the game. Thank you very much. Why did it all turn black after I saved it? What the hell? What in the hell? Let's move the sun around and see if that fixes it. Let's bring the sun around. There we go. I should angle the sun right here so I can really see what's going on. But yeah, after I saved it, everything, the shadows went black. Strange. Yeah, it does feel weird to not see a pulse. That is weird. I mean, because I don't know who each person is, so I'm like, that's what I'm like all the time. All right, that rock looks good. I'm gonna go turn this off. Thanks for showing up. The only YouTube stream you bother to watch. Well, we'll hear because fuck Twitch until they start taking harassment seriously. Like, very uncool. You mean spicy? Is spicy in here? I'm gonna go turn this pixel shader off so I can see a little better. Where is it? There we go. Oh, there it is. Give me that thing. And alright, turning off the pixels. Handful of bans today. Did they ban him? I won't get into it unless you want to, but you can just answer yes or no.
Where's the proof? Where's the fucking proof?
See a bunch of fucking people on the internet doing shit like that. Barnacle, he's got some clout. He's got all that clout going. But yeah. Let's turn this around. Oh yes, the tables have turned. Well, that's good to know that Barnacles is on the task. I think this year, I think a lot of us have learned that it's not enough to be pro-science. You've got to be, like, against people who are against science. You know what I mean? And it's not enough to be... not racist. You got to be anti-racist. It's not enough to be, you know, just like not a creep. You got to be anti-creep. You know. So my little spiel on this is if you're on a game server and you're playing and someone joins who's not like every other fucking nerdy white guy in the planet, you know, like they show up and it's like, is that a girl's voice? Is that a young kid or is that a trans person? And it's like they start making fun of them, ridicule the fuck out of them, kick them, ostracize them. They are not, in my opinion, they are not welcome in gaming spaces. That toxic bullshit attitude is not cool. What about Antifa? I don't know how any of this has anything to do with Antifa. Antifa, as that one guy says it. Cheers to watching the old videos. Pro Mr. Rogers is a good way to be. I mean, you cannot go wrong if you're just pro Mr. Rogers, if you're pro Reading Rainbow, pretty much pro Bob Ross. Anything that was on PBS back in the day, that stuff knows what's up. It's if you're gonna be for something, just and you don't have any idea what morals are, just watch those things. Back then, when the message used to be decent to everybody, or go watch Bill and Ted. You know, what was their phrase in Bill and Ted? Like, be good to everyone or something. All right, let's. This is a weird wall. Let's have this wall come with me. You're coming with me. Anyway, that's pretty much all the spiel. You know, be excellent to each other. That's like fuck making America great again. Let's just be excellent to each other no matter where we're from. Like that would be my slogan if I was running for president. Be excellent to each other. Come on, everybody. Come on. Unless you're ugly. Then I'm sorry. You don't get anything in life. You've lost the lottery of... Oh, God. Yeah, treat everybody how you want to be treated. There's something that goes beyond morals, though. And that's just like people's rights to, you know, basically existing. You know, like a lot of people are like, you're not allowed to exist because you're weird and different, and I don't care for that. So that's where I'm like, you know what, I don't care what your morals are. If people all have the right to exist and be happy, and if you get in the way of that, then you're on the wrong side of it. So just let people be themselves. Leave them alone. But yeah, we're not. We get into politics way more on Twitch because people on Twitch can usually handle it a little bit more. I'm not sure if people are here, but we're not going to get into it. You know, like direct political stuff. Holy shit, Meaty, what's up? Just realized I was talking to you. All right, I got a lot of walls to fill in right here. You know what? I'm going to double this up like a jackass. What if I could turn this sideways? How does that look? I'm making a goddamn ravine right here. Stranger. That's a pulse, right? There we go. And sweet. Oh, it's supposed to be secret. Too late. God damn it. Stranger no longer. Alright, we need a bridge right here. Should it be a rickety old wooden bridge or should it be like a nice stone bridge? What thank you. This is obviously just a placeholder waterfall. I threw that there. You're going fully incognito using your real name so no one knows who you are. That's what the internet's like. No one knew who I was because I was using my real name. Feeling rickety. There's actually a character in this game named Ricket. I don't think I've ever met anyone named Ricket, though. I thought it was unique. Logan's Run Zweihander Edition. I don't know what we're going to call this. I can break into the Pentagon as long as I'm wearing my ski mask. Alright, let's see here. Just trying to cover up this ugly area right here. See how it looks. Let's sink that in there. Yeah, get in there. It looks good enough for the government. Give it a turn. That looks good. I don't know what you think. Looks all right. I think it looks all right. I don't need this giant mesh. Change your names and leave no trail. You lead hacksaw. There's no lead hacksaring allowed on this platform. YouTube will find you. I need to make sure there's enough room. All right, so a wooden bridge or a stone bridge. We've got, just for reference, we do have some stonework right here. You know, some cool stonework. But what do you think? A wooden bridge or a stone bridge over here? I'll let the audience decide. Behind 8 proxies. You're using Kali Linux, and you're behind 8 proxies. Just a single robe. Now that's going to be the outfit that the hero is forced to wear. So the outfit is a single rope. Doesn't matter the gender. You're wearing a single rope. That's what you get. Full Conan style, and we'll do stone. Yeah, it does make more sense next to water. This is not the final waterfall. I just put it there just to remind myself that I want to put a waterfall here. So let's, what stone do I have? It looks good. Let's have a look and see what bridges I have. Wish I had an artificial intelligence to do all the modeling. It should be like, give me a bridge, medieval, 70% dilapidated. Go. Got him accurate body physics, yes indeed. The boobs have physics, and the moobs have physics. We're going for ultimate realism. If you're a guy and you don't work out enough in this game, you're gonna have to deal with moob physics, and as you run, they'll be slapping you in the face, and you'll take damage. You know, we're not gonna allow you to have H-sized boobs without damaging your health if you decide to sprint. It'll be like every time you're running, and you won't be able to see. So that'll be the punishment for guys who crank the boob slider too far. We thought of these things, you know. It's very important to me. That's what matters in my world. Where the hell is that bridge? I know I got a bridge around here. There it is. I think this will be good because it's a similar stone. Lovely. An Assassin's Creed, you play as an obese teenager who wears Janko jeans everywhere and has this hairdo like in the front of the face. You play as an overweight goth character. That's what I would make it. This bridge is huge. We can work with it. You wear street sweepers and you hide the bodies in your pant legs and just walk off with like a body in each pant leg with your fucking street sweepers. I would play that Assassin's Creed game. I would play the shit out of that. Yeah, you get Kappa. Hey! Cheers to that. Thanks, Meaty. So how does that even work? The super chat stuff. Hey! Thank you very much. It took a minute to show up on the screen, but you know, it did. Alright, so I'm gonna have to pull this back a little bit. Oh, autosave ruined my life. Alright, since autosave is happening to me right now, I'm gonna quickly run to the bathroom and get some of this tea out of my body. I'm gonna have minty smelling piss, I'm sure. Oh god. Alright, I'll be back in just 1 second, everybody. So I'll see you then.
Hey, Vern, cataloging the old rare stamp collection, eh? Boy, now that's a good investment. Kind of like my money market account at First Federal. Not only do I get high interest rates, but I got my choice of a free GE TV, Weber grill, and a whole lot of other stuff. Of course, I chose my personal favorite, this Hoover vacuum cleaner. Free, Vern. Boy, it sure does suck 'em up. Well, Vern, you should have had them glued down. Know what I mean? Oh, God. You know, Vern, on these hallowed walls hang the very people that shaped and sculpted my worldview. The people who made me the very person I am today. There was Pop and Ma and Davy Crockett and Abe Lincoln and Ron Stone and Bill Baessa, and who can forget Jan Carson? And you know, I think Ron, Bill, and Jan have had the most influence on my life, Vern. 'Cause they're on the TV. Channel 2 News, know what I mean?
I think that's enough of that, yes. Yes, indeed. Alright, so let's get that chat back up. That's just some earnest commercials. Oh yeah, we'll go back to Twitch. The reason we're not on Twitch today is solidarity for people who have been harassed by Twitch streamers and all that kind of stuff. There's a lot of harassment on the Twitch platform, and Twitch hasn't done enough about it. I'm sure Justin's fine. I haven't talked to him too awful much lately, other than like talking about like, hey, we need to do another D&D stream. Let's dig this area out a little bit more. I'm gonna dig it out, make this fit better. Oh, today's just a blackout day. Let me go back to this. Today is, and turn down my music. Today is a blackout day on Twitch. Just sort of send Twitch a message, hey, like, we're not going to continue to use your platform if you allow people who are abusive to continue to use it, so without banning them. They say they have really strict policies on banning people, but so many people have come forward and been like, look, here's a video of one of your Twitch streamers harassing me. Here's an audio recording. Here's dialogue from, you know, Discord of them telling them, you know, people that they're going to kill me and stuff. And Twitch is like, they're making us a lot of money. God damn it. The screen. There. Fixed it. Everything's a dumpster fire. The whole entire world is a giant fucking dumpster fire, but when you get together with like a smaller group of people, you usually end up with a pretty cool community. Like right now I'm having a lot of fun. There's a lot of really cool people here, so it's like there is hope for the world, but you know, let's smooth it out. Yeah, I think I fixed it. AJ Matthew 1797, how do you do? And thanks for the follow. That's cool of you. Let's cut through this. There we go, make this a little bit wider. Jeez, what's up with my FPS? What happened to my frame rate? Honestly, I gotta see what's going on here. My frame rate is awful suddenly. Alright, there we go. I'm not sure what was going on in the background. There must have been some background task happening. But, yeah. How does one follow on YouTube? I guess you just subscribe, but I'm not going to be using YouTube to do much of the streaming and stuff. Even though the audience is bigger over here, I like the Twitch tools a little better. Unless they don't straighten up and start banning predators. Can't abide that. So, yeah. Nobody needs more than 24. You know, the eyes can't even see more than 15 FPS. It's gone down, you know. It's gone down recently, so that's cool. All right, let's try this again. It's more cinematic. So we're going for cinematic mode all the way. All right, let's just keep on digging here. There we go. That's a little better. Yeah, I definitely only see 6 frames a second. And even if you can see more, your brain, like humans' brains can only process about 6 to 8 frames a second, you know. Unless you're special, you know, then the government takes you and forces you into telekinesis programs. That's just what happens. All right, so I'm going to need to put some... Oh dear. This bridge is bigger than I expected. Try to find the right spot for it. And you can go over a little bit, can you? That's not bad actually, it looks pretty good right there. Hey enthusiast, how do you do? Welcome to the stream. There we are. Was that the last bit of music there? Oh yeah, we're on to the next game. Is this Invisible War? Only the first Deus Ex had any music. The other Deus Ex games just have ambient cyberpunk soundtracks. Just sort of noise, you know. Alright, what do we want to hear? Let me see, I'm going to find some more music. I'm going to put on some chill music. There we go. One of my favorite games of all time right here. That's my mugshot right there. Alright, let's see. Is that enough room? Yeah, I can build a platform up here, but that looks, as long as it's not like, it's a big bridge, but you know, it's got to be big enough for a horse, right? In case you want to take your horse on a nice ride through the woods, like you do. So I guess that's where the bridge will go. And now I'll build some stuff around that. I mean, I still am not going to play any copywritten music. I don't think that these old things... I mean, so far on Twitch, I've been playing a lot of this old retro game music, and it hasn't gotten me into any trouble. I decided to chance it and see what would happen. But I haven't gotten any strikes. I'm being careful not to play... I play Metroid stuff, so yeah, I probably have played a little bit of Nintendo stuff, because I would figure that they would be the only ones who care. I mean, I can play Zweihander music, of course, but I don't like listening to my own music all the time at home, you know? The T-Cam. Yeah, I found an extra webcam somewhere, and I was like, shall we make this a thing? Alright, so there we go. That's good enough for now. Let's build a little thing here. What is up with my frames today? Come on. Why is it running like 1 FPS? Something must be going on in the background that's making my computer just chug. That's it. I'm gonna get the 39. Get that damn 3950X. It's sitting downstairs. I'm gonna install it right now. That's what must happen. All right. Yeah, maybe it's the YouTube streaming. I don't know. How that does that tax your machine differently? I don't even know. Because working on Twitch, I never have like lags like that. PC building stream? No, just game development. Still too hot. All right, so see how that looks. I gotta get a stairway going up here. Because horses love stairways. Yeah, there might not be enough room. Yeah, let's see. That's not enough room. I'm gonna have to swap it for stairs. Your Epic Pants order come through? What did you order? Because if it's if you order one of the new mugs or something, I don't actually handle that myself. That's done through a third-party print house. But if it's like a mouse or a keyboard, then I've probably already shipped it because I've shipped all the orders that are in there, unless it's something new. I can check right now. Venezuela, ¿qué tal? I'll take a look and see if I got any new orders. Meaty. We'll see. Just bring this up a little bit. There we are. There. That'll work. I'll put some extra embellishments around here. Importing orders right now. Not a real channel. Am I still using Vermont Green Printing? I'm using them for a lot of the t-shirts still, but I moved the entire warehouse. They didn't want to do any fulfillment anymore. They want to focus on... Come on, computer. Yes, yes, yes. There we go. They want to focus more on just creating the products and stuff. So I moved the warehouse into my garage, and I never realized how easy it is. And also, I kind of like it because I've got like my workout stuff out there, and I've also got like a stereo system in the garage. So it's kind of like a way to just chill, put stuff in boxes. I don't have to think a lot, you know. Let's see here. Yeah, it looks like it already shipped out because nothing's showing up right here for me, so it must have been already shipped. Once it ships, it leaves the interface. All right, so that'll work. Bridge, make sure it's connected correctly on both sides without any weirdness. And if you fall down here, how the hell are you going to get out? I didn't think of that. If you fall down here, how the hell are you going to get out? Damn it. Well, now I've gotten myself into it, haven't I? You gotta have more mugs, that's the rules. And turn this music up, it's so chill and in the background. Oh, weird. I mean, maybe that's why you didn't know about it. All right, so I feel like it needs a little something else. Maybe there would be maybe a lantern here. That'll work. That person doesn't exist. Ignore that. There is no such person. All right, cool. Do I have any lanterns that work? I don't think I do. I mean, I do, but put one on the other side too. Why not? Yeah, let's put it on the same side. Why not? Right over here. And you're probably going to have to be a glass lantern so you don't get splashed on. That looks cool. No, let's have the stones touching the side here. There we go. That makes more sense, actually. And raise it up a little bit. That looks pretty good. Yeah, not having I always have to have a gaming mouse. I basically carry one of our mice in my backpack all the time. Because, you know, sometimes people will be like, hey, will you take a look at my laptop? It's doing some weird stuff. And I'm like, yes. And they'll hand me their laptop and I'll be like, hold on. And I'll like reach into my backpack, pull out my mouse and plug it in because I will not use a touchpad. I hate touchpads. They like give me like this weird anxiety and I start to get like almost angry because it's like, why am I doing this with my life? This sucks. I hate touchpads so much. Like, Exactly, sponsored by Fenek. Like whenever someone starts mentioning like, but this Apple has a really good touchpad, or this HP or this Lenovo has the best touchpad ever. I'm like, yes, it's like saying that I have the best cancer ever. That's what I hear in my head. Like, oh, you know, how's your illness? It's the best illness that ever was. Okay, it's still a fucking illness. Well, yes, but this one's much better than other illnesses. Like, yeah, no, it's still a disease, man. So, yeah, a little nub on the ThinkPads is far superior. It's like anything it feels more tactile than just swiping your hand around. Touchscreen monitors that's also much better. So, all right, let's I guess just keep going. I gotta move some of these trees though, since I've carved into the ground a little bit. Let's move these trees. Yeah, exactly. The best touchpad ever is still far worse than the worst mouse. Like, I don't care if it's a mouse made out of, like, paper mache. It's still better with the shittiest sensor ever. Or if trackball mouse. I don't give a fuck. Let's have a little fun here. It's wrong way. There. Gonna have this one. Is that touching? Let's see here. I'd take touchscreen over, what's going on here? I will take touchscreen over a touchpad any day. Let's see here. Does it look like it's naturally stuck together? I'm trying to make this tree lean on the other one, but it shouldn't be alive. It should be dead. Let me see if I got a dead tree. I need a dead tree right here. How's your stylus game? I don't know. Some people love trackball. I know a lot of editors who like to use trackball and stuff. Yeah, that looks cool, but let me find another tree mesh. There we are. Is this tree just there? There we go. Are there any dead tree meshes? Nice wood, yes. Lots of nice woods around here. Pretty nice woods. Don't have any dead trees. There's got to be some more dead trees. I guess I'll just leave this live tree up here. Let's get a nice big one here. All these little extras make the forest look a little creepier. I wonder how ARM chips are going to be for like productivity and stuff. Because I know they can be really fast, but you know. I guess we'll see, won't we? Yeah, I don't have any dead tree meshes. Well. Alright, I guess I'll just start getting back to what I was doing before. Putting some of this stuff in here. These big old meshes. Probably don't even need these meshes if we decide to only use the retro mode, but I'm doing this in case we don't only use the retro mode, you know. That's ugly right there. I guess I'll fix it later. Yeah, it's great for one thing. You're totally right. Not a real channel. Royalty-free music. The new Yeez is worth playing. I haven't played the new Yeez, but it's good. You say? I like some of the old ones. Combat was a little hit or miss, but you know. Apple moving to Temple OS. God, daily Bible verses. I can't wait. Log on. God. I don't know why that's so funny, but I could. Poor guy. Alright, let's see here. Let me bring down some of this landscape. We'll have some of the boots quickly thanks to ARM or thanks to Temple OS. Oh man. If you don't know what Temple OS is, I highly recommend Googling it. There's a pretty good down the rabbit hole video about it if you need the quick version. Smooth out the terrain, please. There we go. Terrain smoothing technology. God, some of his racist rants are really hard to watch. Especially when you like take into account that he's like, I'm not racist. You know? It's like God. Good God, man. And let's smooth this area. Temple OS is the best. I never actually used Windows 3.1. I went from DOS to Windows 95. When Windows came out, I was like, eh, I got DOS. Give me load up IMEMSys. Get out of my way. I'm trying to cron door some things right now. I'm trying to cron door some things to their doom. So yeah, I didn't really care about Windows. Then Windows 3 came out, and everyone's like, oh, Windows 3. And I don't know, I was still like, DOS, whatever. Just a kid, but I'll take DOS. Windows 95 came out, and I was still like, what do I want that for? I could just type in whatever I want to do. But then I realized that I could set obnoxious sound effects every time anyone clicked on everything. So I had my Windows, I think it was my Windows 98 set up so that if any thing happened on the start menu, like any menu popped out, it would play a glass breaking sound. Not just when you clicked on something, but when any menu popped out. So every time you're moving around and highlighting things with your mouse and everything, it would just be like, it was very annoying, but I left it like that for like a year with my audio on. So I'd be in my room with the speakers turned on, and you just hear just like, wow. It was pretty obnoxious, but you know, that's who I am as a person, as an individual. Just an obnoxious individual. Ugh. Let's get some more of these. Just fill in the seams here. I think it's a bit obvious that I've used this one too many times. That glass breaking sound is it's the best sound. One of the best sounds ever. It's one of the best sounds in the English language. Yeah, glass breaking is a special sound. Yeah. But at least we finally got some of that stuff in the windows. Let's make this bigger. There we go. Nice barrier. We're not introducing really too many more triangles or any more triangles, just making it bigger. And putting it right here. Why does Apple exist? Because Wozniak was amazing. Okay, that's good. Look at it from the ground area here. I'm gonna dig out some of this stuff. Woz was one of my heroes. Get that sculpt tool going. Okay, ooh, I made a hole. Don't do this to me. Okay, I'll fix that in a second. Just exposing some of this. Now, Woz was not the business person at all. Woz was just the inventor, the crazy, wild person, the jokester. I highly recommend reading his book. Yeah, Woz is not business at all. Give me that flatten tool, why don't you? Turn her down. And give me a smaller brush size. There we go. Just flattening this area out a little bit so you can run across it without it feeling stupid. Still got a picture of Doug. Yeah, the plant's still alive. He's not doing so hot though. I replanted him and he doesn't like his new area or something. He's just not happy. Yeah, Woz probably would have been just doing free and open source stuff as well. I think you're right on that. I don't know, like, would that be better for the world? Maybe it would be. I think it probably would be. Mouse, what's going on here? Both. All right. Flatten this area. So I gotta look at what's going on with Doug. He's still alive, but he's not happy. He needed a bigger pot. He was getting too big. So Doug could be a deep fake. Could be multiple Dougs pretending to all be Doug. You know. There we go. All right. Just flattening some of this stuff out just a little bit right here. There we go. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like a lot of times you'll have some really awesome free and open software stuff, and if you look at like MIT and stuff, and like that entire area, Cambridge, Massachusetts, so many companies moved there, whether it were the pharmaceutical companies, computer companies, and they just started sucking the ideas from MIT. They were coming out of MIT and other schools around there, you know. They just were like trying to suck they're trying to get free research and development, and they did. They got a lot of free research and development, just stuff like they go to bars and hang out, and these nerds would just talk about stuff, and they would steal their ideas, and that was a big thing, you know. But yeah, that's kind of one of the ways that like a lot of that stuff got out to the rest of the world. Was like you'd have some free and open source stuff, and these companies, they're not going to spend $1 billion on R&D, but they'll sit there and listen to all the kids who are able to sit in their dorm rooms and work on projects. The people who have like time and just want to do it for fun. They don't want to do it for monetary gain or anything like that. So yeah, there's a lot of parasitical companies who like maybe benefited humanity, but probably mostly just benefited themselves. Doug did kill Kennedy. He was there. Xerox had no idea what they had. Yeah, that was weird. Park was a kind of a unique thing because not a lot of companies did that. I mean, you had IBM doing a lot of R&D, but Doug is a dragon plant. It's hard for any company to not be evil. It's just like sort of the modus operandi. Like, what are we going to do today? I don't know. Like, whatever makes us the most money and fuck everything else. America. That's the way of it. Put this material on there. Yeah, that looks better. How to tame your dragon plant. Greed. Xerox PARC, yeah, they invented so many things, but they were so stupid. Like, they didn't even know what they had. Like, they did all this R&D, and then they're like, just had no idea, like, how much cool stuff they had. Yeah, they didn't even think that it was going to be like, who's going to want to buy this shit, you know? It's like, you idiots. What's this? Oh, yes, this. Do I have a circular one of these? Let's see if this one's the one. Hey Christian, how you doing? I'm working on an RPG, as a matter of fact. Let's see here. I have all these roots and stuff. I'll just put some roots down here on the bottom. Why not? Why not have roots on the bottom? These root structures are huge, so it would make sense. By I have some just roots down there. That makes total sense. Want more roots. Whenever there's a big tree, I'll put some roots down here. Like this one. Like this Big Daddy tree. In our little world, we've got a Big Daddy tree right here. There we go. Zelda 3, as a matter of fact, yes. And Final Fantasy music, because Zelda. After I put the rocks above it. See if I can twist it and make it work in different ways. Can I do that? Don't think so. We're doing both Blueprint and C++. I'm not a programmer, so that's not really my department. I'm mostly just the person making the music and doing the dialogue and the script and everything. So if we had someone who was a world builder who could do this faster than me, I would turn this over so fast and be like, you create the world, here's like my outline of what I want, but music is loud. Oh right, this new album came on and it's loud. There we go. That better? Final Fantasy music is turned up loud. There we go. Thanks for letting me know. Melatonin, I've developed almost a resistance to it. But I'll take a few of them if I need to, like 2 or 3 if I really have to sleep, but even then it's like, is it gonna work? There we go. Yeah, these audio files are not always balanced. So as I move from one thing to the next, sometimes they get louder and all that stuff. Doug does have a drinking problem. I probably was overwatering him, I don't know. But he'll be fine. Got the specialists on it. Alright, there's that. That's better. Let's put some rocks over there. This is good old Final Fantasy 1 music. A little bit of that. Yeah, there we go. Cool. Oh, we got a weird hole right there. What am I drinking tonight? Tonight I am drinking some lovely tea over here. It's let's see. Does it say on there? Peppermint tea from Trader Joe's. That's what we're drinking. Trader Joe's peppermint tea. What's up, Exclusive Gaming? How do you do? I'm gonna flatten this out a little bit right here. This area. People are gonna storm the castle and steal Doug and take him away somewhere where he can be healthy. Flatten, flatten, flatten. Oh shit. Don't get too carried away or I'll call the police. Cool. Alright, just checking out this area. It looks pretty good to me. These look like actual canyon walls. I'm pretty happy with it. Flatten that out. We're good. I don't know if we're going to have dug or not, but yeah, these canyons always look cool. Flatten, don't too much though. I need to smooth this. Smooth. Every time someone mentions coffee, I want coffee. It's like, no, don't mention coffee. I can't have coffee. It's late. So you that. I'm not going to strain too much today because I need to go pot 2 plants. I've got 2 pumpkins, 2 pumpkin plants and 2 squash plants that are starting to flower. They're in these like little pots that are like this big. And I severely need to put them in a bigger pot because they've gotten like huge and there's like they're all flowering and stuff, but they're all gonna die if I don't put them into a big pot really soon. Trilberry. No coffee. Well, I'll drink coffee tomorrow, but cheers. Thanks very much. So how does the super chat work? Where does that money go? I don't even know. All right, try to save the game real quick. Does that money just go to your like normal YouTube revenue? Or does it go to... I don't even know how that works.
Just the tip.
Hey, super chat for coffee. Cheers. Is that a teacup? Cheers to that. Thanks very much. Well, seriously, you guys don't have to be donating all that stuff. Okay, what's up with that? Every time I save, it goes super dark. Alright, that's very weird. You ever seen that before, Christian, if you're watching? Like, whenever I save, everything goes dark afterwards. That's very strange. Let's fly around the world. Just right there where I was, though. Super speed. You guys are awesome. Thanks for the donations. It'll all go toward coffee for fuel, coffee fuel for this. Alright, so you come down this way. We've got most of this wall done right here. I do need to flatten the ground out a little bit, I think. Let's smooth it. Smooth. Is Super Chat easier to deal with than trying to deal with Twitch? I don't know. Interesting. I mean, Twitch takes 50% too. Well, not of the donations, actually. That's true. Twitch just takes 50% of the subscribers. But, I mean, the best thing is always, if you want to, the best thing you do if you want to support is to check out epicpants.com, because then you'll get like a shirt or a mug or a mouse or something in return. That's one thing I always feel good about that, because then we're, you know, you're getting something. Yep, I'm going straight to Mixer. They've offered me $30 million.
Do.
Cheers. Thanks very much. It's very awesome for everybody. I'll have so much coffee. I'm seriously going to go, I'm low on coffee, so I'm seriously going to go buy some coffee with this, and that'll fuel me while I work. Just smoothing out the ground a little bit so to make it easy to run on. I'm gonna go into first person and try to run through here. So if people are hanging out and they want to see what it looks like once we get into first person, I'll show you right now in just a second. Just making it easier to run on this path here. Smooth. There we go. Excellent. Excellently, fantastically smooth. And now it's not all black anymore. Yes, we will do the P method. Oh, good lord, I went under the landscape and you guys saw the secret. You saw the secret underground dungeon. Or the secret underground terrain. No one was supposed to see that, but the camera shot under there. The terrain under the terrain. So I guess, smooth, smooth, smooth. Alright, I'm going to play and then run through this maze and see how it feels. Let's start back from the beginning. Where's the beginning? This way. Alright, here's the beginning. I'll start from here. Save real quick. Yeah, the postage is really expensive. I can't really control the price of all that stuff since I'm not Amazon and not shipping 20 million things. Amazon can probably control the price of everything. Alright. So weird, those weird shadows after I save. But then I leave and come back and the shadows are gone. Alright, let's play. Let's play from the town. We'll run over to there. Just gonna play from here. Now you're about to see how it looks in first person. I'll probably go at like midnight. I know it's a very short stream, but I gotta go plant all my squash. Any bounties for boundary breaking? Not yet. Not yet. I've been trying to use anything but Amazon lately. I've actually been using eBay to find people, or I'll look up the web. I'll find a product on Amazon, and then I'll go to look it up. All right. And so here's the city here. It's just an RPG we're working on. Inkwell. Boy, bunny hop. Let's bunny hop down these stairs. There's no fall damage, so it doesn't matter. Hey, I'm gonna run out there to the woods and run around. I just gotta get there. FOB's a little bit, it's too snug for my taste. I'll change that later. That's actually really cool, not a channel. It's commendable to not buy from Amazon. Everybody's got Prime. They make things so easy. They kill you with convenience. Alright, let's go out to the forest. Oh, I messed with the terrain. I gotta go around. There we go. We're heading to the forest. Let's run. These redwood trees looming in the distance. Where does that start? Where's the road start? Oh, here it is. Is it? No, it's back here. I missed the start. There we go. Here's where it starts. I haven't really done much on the entryway right here, but... Alright, so I just want to get the feel for this. How does it feel down here? 6:30, Smudge, how you do? Just running through here, seeing how it feels. Up here and fight stuff. Put some monsters in here. This area right here looks really cool. Not bad. Alright, I gotta put a rock wall there that looks a little weird and naked. This looks pretty cool right here, but that's a strange combination of meshes. Guess I'll have to fix that, but I like that big granite stone sticking out. Alright, so here's this. underside of that mesh. That looks good. Castle looks pretty cool in the background. All right, how's this bridge feel? Dumbass waterfall. That looks pretty good over there too. I think it looks pretty good. What does everybody think? I gotta, you know, obviously put some rock meshes there. Battle Royale coming soon. All right, this is the unfinished part. See the difference? The wall, like the walls compared to like back here. Like here's how it's gonna look when it's finished. All right, so yeah, I gotta keep on going. Custom skins, $2.99. Gotta put a nice little house down here. Just want to make sure I can run up this. Is it too steep or can I make it up? Oh, cool, it works. So I haven't really, I just dug this out a little while ago and I haven't moved the trees. Some of the trees are exposed now, but that's all right, I'll fix it later. Can I go up here? I want to go up there. How do I get up there? Okay, I need to find a way to get up there. Because I want to try that. That tree right there is actually hollow. I made it so you could run through it. Oh, I don't know. We just need to hire people. I mean, if I had the budget, that would be really awesome. I think, so when Skyrim was made, it was a staff of about 90 people, but I think with the Unreal Engine and a lot of modern hardware, you could make a game like Skyrim with 20 people, as long as you have like 6 or 7 of them just working on the plot and dialogue and stuff, and then like 2 or 3 people just doing world building, 1 or 2 people making the models. You know, I think you could do it. Yeah, there'll probably be a level cap. Got these lookouts right here. Okay, the fog is not, it's the fog distance is not turned up all the way. That's why everything looks white in the background. Can I get to that? Yeah, I'm trying to get to that tree right there. I'm gonna run through there and see if it works. Don't have a name yet for it. Uh-oh. This thing's off the ground. It's not touching the ground, so get in there. Come on. Oh, this sucks. I must have messed with the terrain somehow. Come on, get in there. Get in there, you son of a snail. Damn it, I wanted to go through that tree so badly. No. It looks cool, though. Hey, the sun's going down. Some stars coming out up there. Sword Slinger, we still have all the assets for it, but it was just a little bit too difficult without an animator. So that's the important thing, is we need an animator pretty badly for a game like that. I still wanted to do a 2D before we did 3D, but just not having an animator who could work pretty much full time made it really difficult. So I can go through this side. I swear to God, is it not? My character cannot jump. All right, there we go. Oh, this is cool. That's really cool. Weird, I get stuck on a mesh right here. Yeah, that looks really cool. Gotta love these old DOS game soundtracks. So this forest is gonna have a whole bunch of those lookouts. I have to install a bunch more of them because it makes sense to have, you know, you got the castle right here, but you got this big redwood forest, and of course they think they don't want to cut it down, so instead of cutting it down, they're just going to put a bunch of lookouts in here so they can, you know. Yep. Still got another body morphed to it, but it's a little different now. It's bird mode. Yep. And if I pull a sword, you go inside his head, so yeah, it doesn't work. But I can kick. It doesn't look right. Oh, I've shot myself somehow. Look at that kick. The other body is the one kicking. Oh god, that's good. This is the worst bow and arrow ever. So yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Oh jeez. You got your own familiar there. I need a rock or something over there. Alright. I need a rock. Keep going, I guess. Actually, this is boring. I want to go over here and work on this area here. Yeah, this area here is pretty cool. That's what I'm going to do. Move these things off the side. Move this off the side a little bit. We can raise it up a little bit. And we don't need all these trees, and get rid of some of them. So many trees, and they're beautiful trees. Alright, I kind of want to hollow this out a little bit more even. I don't know, you know, I should look that up and see if that's what he's got, you know. Could be. When trees don't stop growing. I mean, a dragon plant is supposed to get pretty big. So, he's not near like what normal dragon plants get to be. Okay, I want to put a little cabin down here. Let's see here what I've got. Oh yeah, you just you change your name? This tree here can go. This is a big one. I like keeping those around. This one can go. Just get rid of some of these trees. And I'll figure out a way to put a cabin down here. Alright, I think we've pretty much fixed up the there we go. Now we got us a nice little canyon to work with. Except for you. What are you doing here? What about Dwayne Johnson? Let's put it up like right there. That looks a little weird. There we go. This doesn't look too bad. It's music. Let's yeah, there we go. Put on some of this music. Where's the faster stuff? There we go. music. All right, I'm gonna find a cabin to put down here. Some pieces for a cabin. Figure out how I'm gonna do this. Gotta think about how I want to do this. But I definitely want to put like a little cabin right here. It's a really cool spot to live. Why not? I just gotta figure out what parts I want to use. I'm looking through my stuff right now. The music is always on the screen. Do you see the music? I don't think I have a playlist that I can follow, but I can just, if you just look at the screen right now, lower left corner, see that? Yeah, this music is really good. Good old JRPG. I don't even like JRPGs that much, but I like the music. Alright. You gotta give me a second, I'm gonna be looking through to find the right pieces to build a cabin. Oh, you watched the Down the Rabbit Hole video with Temple OS? That channel makes really cool videos, by the way, if you're curious about other things, you know, like, check them out. Indeed. This would be an awesome cabin in the woods, but gotta find the right pieces, you know? So, don't mind me, I'm just looking through a lot of assets, trying to figure out what I want to use. Must select the right pieces. What's up with HPE servers? It's over my head, but I'm curious. Doctor's man, start back. I like this music because it never gets copyright strikes, so it works for me. Your first PC build ever is going to have a 3950X in it. That's really awesome. I've got one of those sitting downstairs. I haven't installed it yet. Let's see. I watch Z reviews. I don't actually watch much of anything, especially not tech stuff. I don't really enjoy much tech content, unless they're talking about like hacking or doing something like that. But I don't know. Is it Z reviews that you do more than just PC reviews, or? Headphones, that's cool. I can't tell you of all the different characters you can play as, because we got some stuff that's going to be secret, you know? Some secret stuff. Don't like any of these options, but let me just... Got too many meshes to look through here. I might just use the same stuff I've got in town, but just build it differently. Look, I could turn the music up a little bit. Yeah, the coronavirus has made things go up, that's for sure. No, don't like it. I got some free prefabricated houses. Let's see how these look. Just for grins. If I can save time and do a prefabricated house, I swear I'll do it. Well, the prefabricated houses crashed my game. That's not good. When's the last time I saved? I don't even remember the last time I saved. We'll find out right now, won't we? Yeah. There's no launch date or anything like that. Well, I saved it when they paid. They gotta pay up every time I save, or else. That's funny. I wish I was, No, I don't wish I was stoned. I don't even like being stoned. Ah, yes. Remember this music? Just gotta wait for this damn thing to open again. It's 11:55. I said I was gonna go around 12 anyway because I want to go pot some plants. At least I had autosave on, so we'll see what happens. I don't think I did too much since the last autosave. Mental health check. If you call for a mental health check, we'll be happy to send someone over with a gun to stand on your neck to see how you're doing. Because that's the American way. Mental health check. Right on our way, just gotta load our weapons. Well, I'm still streaming until I check. I'm waiting on the Unreal Engine to open. It takes a long time to open. You want to change to, you want to pull out a short sword? Ooh. There's going to be a microtransaction screen that's going to pop up. You want to move to a longsword? Sorry. That's going to cost you. Alright, hopefully I saved sometime recently. We're about to find out, aren't we? The Unreal Engine does not crash that often. It's sometimes you'll find like, oh, certain assets, if I touch them, they crash. So I'm not going to touch that asset pack again. And no switching characters, nope. The vanilla game. And we're going to have it like Nier Automata. When you first turn on the game, the menu itself is going to be in some broken Android language or some broken like runic language. And you have to piece the menu together if you want to change your resolution or your options or anything. You're going to have to go piece the menu together. But you're going to have to do so by buying with real world money runes that fit into certain slots to open up menu options. What's going on with the channel? As in, like, Tech Syndicate? Not much, really. That's the thing. Not much. The Deus Ex series. I'm just playing them the other day on Twitch. Deus Ex is the best game ever made. The whole entire series, I'm like, you know, pretty good. But the original Deus Ex game is the best game ever made. Why do you bring up the Deus Ex series? Sim racing fan. Sim Racer Flight Sim 1000. A manual? Sure, I'll put a manual in here. Alright, so how much did I lose? I lost a lot. Yeah, I moved all these trees. Well, I work way faster off the stream anyway. All I really done, it looks like, was move all these trees out of the way. So yeah. Let me see if I lost any of the stuff back here. Yeah, I lost some of the stuff here too, because I had these walls were covered in rocks already. So yeah, I lost like 20 minutes of work. That just means that just means I'm gonna go early and pot those poor pumpkins that are desperate for pottings. Yeah, we got a couple more hardware reviews coming out. I've got 3 videos that have been shot. So yeah. Throwing a plastic cup, I don't know what you're talking about. So anyway, if you guys want to, I'll go ahead and put some links in here. Help with audio, you can message me or Ninjas at Noon. I mean, I've got all the music, but so I don't need the music. But always open for like people who want to help, who are able to help and stuff. We'll see if there's anything we can do. But yeah, maybe we need some audio help. So head over to Twitch. I don't know how to do auto commands in this. Can you do it just like... Yeah, Ninjas at Noon, he's in the chat here. He's taking care of a lot of the development too. Alright, so before I go, I usually stream here and I'll be back on there in the next couple of days, probably 2 days from now. Be streaming again, working on the game. So if you want to hang out, listen to some old music, talk, and, you know, chill a little bit, you can follow right there and that's where we'll be. So, and I think a lot of people have already followed though. Weird. I didn't hear anything. Could be outside, who knows. Sweet. That's the idea. And for everybody else, just watch. We got some more videos coming up pretty soon on Tech Syndicate. I'm curious to know what you guys think of what we've been doing lately with that ridiculous water-cooled build. But I might do my own water-cooled build if I can.